Hello everybody, we've got some new equipment. We've got some new microphones, some better unboxing stuff. So without further ado, today we're checking out the Unihill U13NA, and this is a 4K portable monitor, which actually is going to be awesome for doing some of the video output from the camera. I currently actually use those as my outputs for what comes out of the camera. You have the main camera, little monitor I have on there, but you also have two monitors. And the reason why it's such a big deal to have this high definition and stuff is because when you are trying to focus, especially, trying to get things focused, because, there's a small depth of field for some lenses, this actually ends up doing a really good job with being able to see that. So here we are. Let's open this up. Let's take a look. So here's the cool thing is I have some microphones now that you can get this HD audio. You get that really crisp audio sound. Okay, let's take a look. Excuse me. So right off the bat, we have these really cool adapters that already takes it from the regular cable to the HDMI cable. This little adapter is awesome. You've got pretty much 180 full 360, actually full 360 degree adapters already, which, curious why they didn't pack these like this. That's such a more satisfying way to pack them. That's like so satisfying. Anyway, so we got our adapters. Got this. You've got the quick start guide basically telling you how to use a monitor. This is actually a little bit smaller than I'm used to. It's weird. So it's a little smaller. They're not as large. I think this is, which is kind of surprising given that it's 4K. You might want it a little bit bigger. I don't know if you necessarily would see the size of this. Oh, wow. So differences, of course, is that this is now metal. The whole frame is metal. It feels almost like a tablet. Feels like an iPad almost. I mean, that feels like an iPad. Like that I should expect to have touchscreen or something on here. Like I almost feel like this should be something that I might use as like the actual main monitor over there. Put my fingers on it. But yeah, you've got a completely glossy screen, which I got my fingerprints all over. You've got the different cables that come out of it. And here it is itself. It really does feel like something like an iPad or whatever. Go like that. Which it does. Okay. So that's the monitor. These little adapters are very nice. They allow you to pretty much go through, even with the, very well done, even with the cover, it allows you to put these down and use that. Awesome. The full 360 adapter works very nicely as well. Pops that in there and use this as video output. Very nice. So I think the next thing I want to do is I want to try setting this up. So let's see if we can get some video output. I'm going to switch cables real quick. So get rid of my output from my camera. So this is the camera output or whatever. I'm surprised it did not come with a cleaning cloth, especially given the fact that it's super glossy. You will have to buy one of those. I know this is downscaled. But yeah, I don't think this is full 1080p. That's probably why. I think this is outputting at 1080p and not 4K. So just that's probably something to be aware of as well. Yeah. So that's something I definitely do notice right away, is that my camera's limitations is 1080p. Let me get a laptop real quick and we'll try it that way. Nice video cables. I'm surprised it came with two. Very nice in that department. I guess the only complaint that I have is that it's just small and it's really glossy. A lot of the other portable monitors often have some type of like finish on it. So it is running at 4K. It looks very nice and crisp. This is a project I was working on, a little coding project. Yeah. Very crisp. Let's see what the menu is like real quick. We got a gaming setting, adaptive sync, overdrive. HDR mode. Let's put that, oh wow, on. Very pretty in that regards. Yeah, but I definitely noticed that a lot of it starts losing a lot of detail up there. So I think the HDR mode is not worthwhile. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, especially on the overhead camera here. But when you go through and you switch it on, you lose all the detail up above. You lose pretty much all major detail. So this also is, why is this resolution? Let's see. Display setting. Let me see if I can, I don't want to calibrate color display. Let's extend the monitor real quick. Duplicate, let's extend. Keep changes. And then we actually get full, so I don't know where I have this. But then you get full usage out of the monitor, which is very, very nice in that regard as well. Yeah, I definitely think having this I'm already got like gunk on there from my fingers. This is very easily, I mean, it's glass, of course, but it's very easily like fingerprinted. I think that's my biggest complaint, is just that they didn't choose a better finish to hide the fingerprints a little bit more. But overall, very nice. Could have been a touchscreen too. That would have probably increased the value of it, or at least the benefit of it a little bit more, because I feel like this is just so small that you really have to be like sitting this close to it to really tell all the 4K detail. I'd recommend that in comparison to the other portable monitors that we have, I'll take videos of those, of course, but in comparison, those are larger with, of course, 1080p, and I feel like being smaller really negates the benefit of 4K. It's not like you're really gonna be able to see it unless you're staring at it like this close, which even this close, I can't even tell the pixels. So it's more of like a tablet, and it's something, that's why I said it'd be great for like a touch screen, because then you'd be close enough to actually get advantage of it. But like having it sit, you know, like where your laptop would sit normally, if you have a small laptop, sure, but like you're not gonna get, you won't start telling the pixels unless you're like really, really looking at them. You're not gonna be able to see the pixels on any monitor probably this size at that distance. So it's just counterintuitive. I think that having it bigger would have been better. I mean, I have no like issues besides the finish on it. It just seems like the small size coupled with the finish, and no, they didn't even bother to include a cleaning cloth, even though this is already covered in fingerprints. Yeah, I mean, overall, I feel like it was well thought out. Would I recommend it over, so this is like $200, right? Would I recommend it over the 1080p monitors that I have? I don't know how well I can get this over here. So like this is the monitor that I'm currently using for the output camera. So as you can see, we can get inception here. That nice inception. And this is, as you see, this is a 1080p monitor. It's maximum resolution that my camera will support. And as you can see, you put them up to each other, and it becomes very blatantly obvious that it's a lot smaller. And when I put this back over there, and I put this roughly at the distance that I normally would, so like right there, for example, I really can't. Some of the pixels I can, but that's of course just because the camera output is limited as well. So when you look at this, and I'm using it in this situation, which I would argue you'd probably be more closer like this, you still can maybe start picking out the pixels, but it's, as I said, the 4K benefit is not there. So would I recommend this over a 1080p monitor? If you're someone that's going to be sitting with it probably less than a foot from your face, maybe less than a foot and a half, and you really wanted the 4K, that would be a benefit. I just don't see the logic in it, because like usually you have a laptop there and then you have your second monitor. And I mean, the only reason I see the logic is unless like you were drawing on it and then you'd want the 4K. So it's hard for me to recommend this when this is $200 and you could get two $100 portable monitors that are 1080p that are larger, that in most circumstances, especially being portable, you're going to have no issue with. I mean, overall the build quality is great. I have no quality concerns. I mean, I would have chosen a different finish for the screen. Just the fact that it's small, I guess, especially for what, $200 some. They could have chosen a better finish, made it larger instead of putting this metal frame on there. I mean, yes, it's nice, but, or make it touchscreen. Had they made it touchscreen, this would have been like, I'd recommend this over and over again, and made it not put like plastic like all the other ones. I know you're trying to go for high quality, but it's a recommendation there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you had a wonderful day, and thanks for Innahill for sending me this out. You can check it out for the buy links in the description, and see you guys next time.